Here's 12 things that GTA 6 should hopefully bring back. So in this video, we're going to go through some of the things that I'm hoping will return in GTA 6. There's been so many different Grand Theft Auto games that have introduced new features over the years that for the following release, they've just taken out from the game, and it's so frustrating. But before we get into today's video, please consider liking and subscribing. My next goal is 20,000 subscribers, so any support you can give to help me get there is massively appreciated. So number one is the 6-star wanted level. Now, in GTA 5, the removal of the 6-star wanted level was so frustrating. In previous GTAs, we've known exactly where we stood. We knew how many stars equated to what law enforcement coming out to arrest us. Now, of course, that made it predictable, but it also made it fun and challenging. For example, getting to that magical 6-star wanted level wasn't actually very easy in games like GTA Vice City. You had to really graft to get that 6-star wanted level, and getting it felt like a small little adrenaline rush. It was a buzz. It was something worth investing some time into to get that 6-star wanted level. And losing that 6-star wanted level felt like more of a mini game within itself. The difference between a 2-star and a 5-star wanted level in GTA 5 doesn't seem that extreme. The difference between a 5-star and a 2-star wanted level isn't enough. It feels like we need a 6-star wanted level. Now, spoiler alert, for those that haven't seen the leaks, you can click ahead of this video now. In the leaks, we saw that there was a 5-star wanted level in one of the clips. I'm hoping that although this was just development footage, maybe they were just using some of the game engine stuff from GTA 5 or Red Dead 2 and they just ported some things over. I am hoping we get a 6-star wanted level. Surely with the amount of people that have made videos about it and the amount of people that have talked about it, hopefully Rockstar have listened. Surely it can't be a massively difficult thing to implement. Number 2 is GTA 4's RAGDOLL physics. Now, the physics in GTA 5 was so underwhelming. Whether it was the driving physics or the actual character model physics, it was just so boring. In GTA 4, when you fell from a building, it looked realistic, it felt realistic. When you bumped into someone and they fell over, it was way more believable than it was in GTA 5. GTA 5, from a game engine and physics perspective, felt like a massive step back and a total step in the wrong direction. As we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2, they've massively improved upon this, and it's far closer to GTA 4's RAGDOLL physics, but I still think it's missing that edge, because in GTA 4 you could do a lot of fun experimental things, like you could knock people over in certain ways and get different reactions every single time, and I feel like that could make for some really interesting content for GTA 6, so hopefully they bring that back. Next is server-based multiplayer. Now, in the past, Rockstar have dabbled with this, and by far it is the most advanced way to game online. Currently, Rockstar games use something called the peer-to-peer model, the P2P model. And the problem with this is basically you're connecting directly with the person you're playing with. Now, that does have benefits, but it also has some major drawbacks. And one of the drawbacks from that is security. If you're not using a VPN or protecting your internet, that basically gives someone direct access to your device. That is actually an oversimplification of it, but in essence, it's not as secure as server-based gaming. But with today's video sponsor, Private Internet Access, you can get around this. A private internet access is a VPN, and what a VPN essentially does is it changes your device's physical location. So every device that's connected to the internet has an IP address. An IP address is essentially a unique number dedicated to your device and your internet access that designates a location, and from IP addresses you can get location information. Now, with a VPN, you can basically bounce your internet connection to the other side of the world, but the big drawback with a lot of VPNs out there is that when you're bouncing your location to the other side of the world, say for example you live in the US somewhere and you're having to bounce your internet connection to the other side of the world, that introduces a delay, a ping time. With Private Internet Access's VPN, you can choose from one of their 50 states in the US, so you're not having to bounce to the other side of the world, or from one of their 91 countries around the world. What this means is you have many different options of where to ping your location to in a way that won't disrupt your gameplay. So if you're based in the US, you don't have to ping your location to the other side of the world to be secure. You can ping to a nearby state, and therefore you can reduce that lag and that latency whilst playing. Using my link down below, you can get yourself 83% off, which is only $2.03 a month, and 4 months completely free. So click the link down below and go and check it out. But essentially what I'm saying here is Rockstar need to move away from this P2P model. It's so outdated, and of course it introduces a lot of security issues. However, I do find it very unlikely that they will do it, because so far it has worked for them. Now, next is dual wielding. In Red Dead Redemption 2 we had the ability to dual wield guns, and it was such a cool feature. It just made gunplay feel so much better. So I'm hoping for GTA 6 we have an option to dual wield. Maybe it won't be in the sense of like 1800s weaponry, but maybe things like Uzis and stuff like that. That That would be a really cool feature to add to GTA 6. Next is character customization. Now, in GTA San Andreas, this was the first time that Rockstar really introduced personalized characters. You could make your character fat, thin, bulky as hell, you can customize the hair, and you can really tailor that character to be anyone you want it to be through the form of a game. In GTA 4, they kind of took this ability away, and in GTA 5, yeah, we could get tattoos and haircuts and stuff like that, but they took away all elements of responsibility for your character in the game. I'm hoping in GTA 6, story mode and online, they give us some of that control back for our characters. Next is property acquisition and empire building. Now in GTA Vice City, especially Vice City Stories, I feel like Rockstar really captured the element of that whole building your own empire vibe. Being in control of the properties you buy, the businesses you own, and how you acquire those businesses, whether it be for the forms of extortion or other methods, it just felt so believable for the time period. It is really reminiscent of 1980s Miami underworld, so hopefully we can bring back some form of this for GTA 6. Next is gang warfare. Now in previous GTA games, gang warfare has been a big part of the story. Now I'm hoping that Rockstar managed to capture the essence of Miami gangs in GTA 6, because having that added element of driving through a certain location and potentially having to deal with one-on-one battles with other gangs is really interesting, and also it opens up the opportunity for gang affiliations in GTA Online, which is really cool. Next is mini games. So in previous GTA games, especially in GTA 4, there were so many mini games, everything from golf to darts to pool to tennis and basketball. Like basketball is rumored to be coming back for GTA 6, whether it will or not is still yet to be determined, but I'm hoping that we can use some of these small fun activities. Now I remember with GTA 4, we used to have our headsets on and we used to just play pool. It was such a cool game to play and it was a really relaxing thing to actually do. Considering GTA 4 wasn't even a pool game, it was a real world simulator game, some of these mini games were far better than dedicated games designed around those particular mini games. So yeah, hopefully that's brought back for GTA 6. Next is repo and loan sharking. So in GTA Vice City and Vice City Stories, the idea of doing repossession and loan sharking jobs is very reminiscent of that mafia style gang warfare. Now of course Vice City wasn't a mafia game, but there was definitely some mafia influences. But the only reason Ray Liotta was actually recruited for the job as Tommy Vercetti was purely because of his role in Goodfellas. There was definitely some emphasis put on the fact that he was a mafia styled character and some of the mafia styled gang warfare was brought into the game. Hopefully that's brought back for GTA 6. Next, I'd love to see an active stock market. So in GTA 5, the idea that your missions could affect the financial industry around you was really cool and it added a level of immersion. Hopefully in GTA 6 they bring back a stock market or some way that local currency in the US is affected by things happening within the game. That would be insanely cool and it's another element that really needs to come back. Next is cheat codes. So in previous GTA games, cheat codes have been such a fun way just to mess around. Now over the years, modding has become way more accessible to more people, so the requirement for cheat codes has been less, but it would be really cool to have some unique and quirky and fun cheat codes that could allow us to do some weird or silly things, or they maybe work in conjunction with some Easter eggs to create some unique experiences. I really hope cheat codes come back. Next, we have more diverse environments. So GTA San Andreas was the first game that introduced us to different smaller towns and areas that had completely different landscapes to other areas of the game. We didn't have this in GTA 4, majority of the game was just a city, and in GTA 5 we did actually see our first two unique areas. We had Blaine County and we had Los Santos itself. But I'm hoping that with what we've seen in Red Dead Redemption 2, where we had places like Saint Denis and we had the rest of the map which was like the Everglades style areas, seeing that Rockstar can perfect different unique locations within a game, hopefully they translate this over to GTA 6 and areas like Grass Rivers do look completely different to the rest of the map. Especially considering where Vice City is geographically located, we are expecting to see more diverse weather. Weather and lighting are such a big part of how a game looks, so if that can be variable across the whole map, we can have one location look completely different at different times of day, depending on weather, depending on lighting, depending on time of day, all of that stuff. So hopefully Rockstar can really make every single area of the map feel unique. And bonus round, better gunplay. This is a really important one. Over the years, gunplay in the GTA games, I feel like has almost gone backwards and forwards. You know, from Vice City to San Andreas, it got better. Then San Andreas to GTA 4, it got insanely good. And then GTA 5, it became pretty much on par with San Andreas again. Gunplay in GTA 5 was awful compared to GTA 4. In GTA 4, the guns just felt more realistic. The way that the guns behaved, the way that the characters behaved when they were shot, it just felt way more unique. Now, what we're seeing in Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar have shown what they can do. So hopefully they'll bring this over to GTA 6 and give us some really unique gunplay. A massive thank you to Private Internet Access for sponsoring today's video, and a massive thanks to all of you for watching. Some of you may know I've started live streaming now. I'm going to be live streaming a couple of times a week, so feel free to join me on those live streams. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.